Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here with my girl Sierra. We did a little glam on the eyes, some S&B lashes, a burgundy lip. Be sure to check it out. Gel Moisturizer by Mer. I use it all over the face, a little on the forehead, and a little goes a long way. Next, I'm using one of my favorite liquid foundations, the Nars All Day Luminous Foundation. I mix the two colors together to give more even tone so the one doesn't go too golden or too warm. Using a brush, I find this is the best application, especially this kabuki brush. Then I'm taking the Anastasia's Brow Wiz. I'm using two different colors. This is the Camel. This is really good for getting the shape laid out. You remember you want your brows to be defined, not too heavy. And whenever you use the two different colors, you can achieve this effect. Going with short, small, little strokes to replicate hairs. Using the grooming brush to soften up those lines. Go back and forth just to get the balance and the shape down. Then I'm going to go back in with the dark brown Brow Wiz. This is going to give more definition and help give the shape without looking too heavy. Using two tones allows it to be more realistic. Then using the concealer by Anastasia, I'm going to use this to highlight underneath the brows and using more of a base for the eyeshadow. Using a brush to apply it underneath the brow bone, and then I'm going to go back in and set it with some Bobbi Brown, yellow, or golden powder. Then I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. This is a Mona Lisa. It's kind of a brownish purple tone. I'm going to use it as mainly an eyeshadow. It's going to dry down. So I'll go back in with a little bit of powder later, but this is going to give a nice reflective lid, giving that sultry, kind of wet look. You can use your finger to blend it out. I'm going to go in with the Rock and KHOL pencil, lining the eye, lining the inside waterline on the upper and lower. This is going to allow the sultry, smoky effect to happen without going too dark, but it's also going to help with the lash application in the long run, getting in between the lashes so that the false lashes that we're going to apply will go on seamlessly. Then I'm going to use Nars Audacious Mascara. I'm going to coat the tops of the lash and then the bottoms. I don't want to go too heavy on the application since I'm going to be putting lashes on over top of the natural lashes. Then I'm going to use my line, Smokey Beauty Lashes. This is the Las Vegas lash. I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to actually take the lashes and cut them into pieces. You can count out each lash, go one or two pieces, 3 or 4 if you want to be more daring, but cut them into equal parts. I do this before I apply the lashes to each side. This is going to give a quicker, more easy application that anyone can do, even if you've never put on lashes before. Don't be scared, practice it. Use dual adhesive. I use the dark blue. I use a little bit of it, and I start applying the lash from the outside corner. Go piece by piece from the outside, working inwards, making sure they're close to the lash line, letting them sit and dry for a second before placing them and locking them closer to the lash line. Don't worry, you'll have a couple minutes to be able to maneuver the lashes so that they go on seamlessly. If you use a little bit of glue, you don't have to worry about it being messy or the glue getting all over. Then you're going to repeat onto the other side. Next, I'm going to put on individual lashes to fill in the gaps and give a little bit more fluttery flair. This is a perfect way to make any lash look customized and unique. Be sure to clamp the eyelashes. Don't add any more mascara because this will make them look heavy. Next, I'm going to use Anastasia's Concealor. I'm using a little bit lighter of a shade, using a concealer brush, first warming it up on my hand. This works best so that you don't get too much product. Be sure not to go too close underneath the eyelash line because you don't, when you're blending out, want to have too much product in the lash line itself. I'm taking a little bit of the concealer also around the high points down the center of the nose, tops of the lips. This is also going to help contour, or reverse contour as I call it, by highlighting and using her natural skin tone as the contour. Then I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender, my best friend. I'm going to blend out. What you'll see is this actually highlights and contours at the same time. When I contour and highlight, I like to, especially when I highlight, I like to make it so that as if there's almost a beauty bulb or beauty light hitting the center of the face. When you achieve this look, it just really gives a youthful look, a bright look, and a finished look. If you keep that in mind when you're blending out and placing the highlights, you'll have a flawless application every time. So then I'm going to go in with INGLOT Blush. I'm using a peach and a bronzy tone, not sure of the name, but they're really saturated, so a little goes a long way. I'm going to put the peach on the apples of the cheek. Then I'm going to use the bronze to enhance the contour and use it through the hollows of the cheeks and a little bit across the forehead. Then I'm going to use the Eyes of Mesmerise by Charlotte Tilbury and Mona Lisa. I'm just repeating that underneath the eyes. It's just going to give a nice, soft, wet, smoky eye. Then going in with Rich Velvet Eyeshadow by Anastasia, I'm playing up the smoky effect. I'm just going along the bottom lash line and a little bit on the outside corner. This really is just a real soft effect that plays up all the shadows and pigments that you've already laid down. Then I'm going in with Makeup Madam Bronze Barbie Highlighter. I use this all over the brow bone and a little bit on the inside corner of the eye. These highlighters are great. They're soft. They come in a bunch of different shades. Then I'm going in with the Liquid Lip by Anastasia. I really love this color, but you gotta be very careful. They're very, very pigmented and they're very wet, so you don't need a lot of product. And be sure to define the lips. You can go back in with a lip liner if you want to. I'm just using a lip brush and go in a couple layers for the best effect. And then I use a finishing spray. This is Makeup Forever Photo Finish Primer Water. I love finishing sprays. They just set the makeup in and make it finish beautifully. Hope you enjoyed.